Once upon a time, stories from Leicester Library's Neighbourhood Services. I'm Matt, and I'm going to tell you a story today. Well, it's a story that you're probably going to know. Although in this version, the characters, they're a little bit different. It's called The Three Silly Ghosts Drip. Once upon a time, 3 silly ghost drip haunted the kitchen. Or to be more precise, they haunted one cupboard in the kitchen. The gadget cupboard. You know the one with the bread machine, the waffle iron, the one with the sandwich toast maker, the one that nobody ever opens. And they were bored, haunting a cupboard that nobody ever looks in. No chance to jump out and say boo. Oh, they were sad. They really wanted to haunt a more popular cupboard, like maybe the cereal cupboard. Every morning when the family came down for breakfast, they could jump out from behind the cornflakes and say boo. But there was a problem. Between the gadgets cupboard and the cereal cupboard was a huge, shiny white fridge. Well, in some ways the fridge wasn't a problem for the ghosts. They were ghosts. They could go through walls. They could go in one side of the fridge and come out the other. But in a deep, dark corner, in the back of the fridge, there lived a half-eaten cheese sandwich. No, not a cheese sandwich, a cheese roll. A mouldy old cheese roll. And all that cheese roll wanted was to be finished off. He was sick of living there in the back of the fridge, half-eaten. So whenever one of the silly ghosts entered the fridge, drip, drop, the mouldy old cheese roll would jump out from his deep, dark corner and say, "Who's that drip dropping through my fridge? I'm a roll, mouldy roll, and you'll eat me for your supper." But it had gone on long enough, and the 3 silly ghosts drip decided they were going to have to get through the fridge. Now, there was a little silly ghost drip, ooh, a middle-sized silly ghost drip, and a big silly ghost drip, whoa. And they decided that the little silly ghost drip would go first. Drip, drop, into the fridge he went. And out came the mouldy old cheese roll. "Who's that drip dropping through my fridge? I'm a roll, mouldy roll, and you'll eat me for your supper." And the littlest silly ghost drip said, "Ooh, but I'm only a little silly ghost drip, and I've a very little appetite. You need to wait for my bigger brother to come, because he'll be able to manage and finish you all off." And the mouldy old roll retreated to his dark, damp corner, and the littlest silly ghost drip continued through the fridge and out the other side and into the wonderful, popular cereal cupboard. Then it was the turn of the middle-sized silly ghost drip. Drip, drop, into the fridge goes the middle-sized silly ghost. And out of the dark, damp corner comes the mouldy old cheese roll. "Who's that drip dropping through my fridge? I'm a roll, mouldy roll, and you'll eat me for your supper." "Ah," says the middle-sized silly ghost drip, "but I'm only a middle-sized silly ghost drip, and I've only got a middle-sized appetite. You need to wait for my big brother to come through, because he will be able to finish you all off." And the mouldy old roll retreats to the dark, damp corner, and drip, drop, the middle-sized silly ghost drip goes out of the fridge and into the cereal cupboard. Finally, it was the turn of the biggest silly ghost drip. drip, drop into the fridge he went. And out from the dark, damp corner came the mouldy old cheese roll. Who's that drip-dropping through my fridge? I'm a roll, mouldy roll, and you'll eat me for your supper. And the big, silly ghost Drip looked the roll up and down, and he began to move forward. And he moved forward, and he went forward, and he went forward until he went right through that cheese roll and out of the other side of the fridge. Well, he was a ghost. And into the cereal cupboard he went. And those silly ghost Drip lived happily ever after in the cereal cupboard, haunting the family every morning when they came down for breakfast. And as far as I know, the mouldy old cheese roll is still there in the dark back corner of the fridge. And that's the story of the 3 silly ghost Drip. And if you liked it, you need to go and tell all your friends. Enjoy all your stories through the summer. Thanks for having me. Bye.